Hello, Miss Liz. She just flashed a picture of herself. She's got the most beautiful skin. She is so pretty. But we can't see her face because it's too dangerous for her identity to be divulged because of the work she's done putting bad people away. So we're going to mind probe, and Liz has explained in many of her mind probe videos Robert De Niro, trying to understand his utter hatred that he has, and just other things too. So, but thank you, Liz Cross, for coming, and thank you, Robert De Niro's higher self. Love all your movies, and thank you, Eric, if you're here to assist us. Eric is my son on
Eric,
the other side.
Eric is here. He says, hello, hello. He's been waiting for about the last 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, Robert, Mr. De Niro, why do you not like Trump? Why do you have so much hatred?
Why do you have so much hatred for Trump? He's a buffoon.
I can see that. Hey, listen, by the way, Liz Cross's information will be in the description box and we'll splash it on the screen as well. All right.
And just so everybody knows, right? The structure of the mind probes.
Yeah.
These are his personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions as of right now. As we are doing this video, I'm tapping into him. These are his personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions. They could change. We all have personal
Yeah.
thoughts, feelings, and opinions that change. We could say we like tomatoes this morning, but then we had a bad case of food poisoning, and by tomorrow,
You don't
we
like
don't
them.
like tomatoes anymore,
That's
right?
true.
So that's an
So
opinion.
take everything with a grain of salt. So you don't like it. Can you expound on that? He is an entertainer, right? So maybe some of that comes across. Uh, but tell me more. Do
Okay.
you think he made the world a better place or a worse place when he was in office?
So what's coming through very strongly is he's anti Hollywood.
Oh, okay. I did not know
Okay.
that. All right.
He destroys the Hollywood message, is what De Niro is saying to me. He's trying to destroy our jobs. He's trying to
Hmm.
destroy our agenda. Agendas. And I'm saying to him, well, why would Hollywood have an agenda, right?
Yeah,
Because you know, you're there for entertainment. You can tell stories without having an agenda.
yeah.
And he's saying, no, agenda is what sells. And he's trying to destroy the agenda.
What is
Now,
the
doesn't
agenda?
that make sense?
Yeah. What is the agenda and what is the message Hollywood is trying to send out there?
What is the agenda? The agenda is anything that sells and it's appealing to the trends. So he's saying his own personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions are we go with what's popular, we go with the trend. And oftentimes we
Sure.
are trendsetters.
Yeah. So
And
can
it's
you
the
give me,
trend that makes everybody money. People will invest in trends, you know? And this is what else he's saying. And I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see this. They want to appeal to the under 40s. They're
yeah,
the ones that still spend a lot of money on the entertainment business.
yeah.
Over 40s, they're into their own lives. They already know what they like. They already have their personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions. But it's about how impressionable we can be on the under 40s crowd. It's a business model. Okay.
Sure.
And this is what makes money.
Can you give me an example of a message that Trump has attacked or anybody has attacked? One specific message.
What is an example of a message that Trump has attacked or that you disagree with? Well, specifically, he believes in his own personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions. I have to keep saying that because people
Yeah.
think that it's coming from me and not him.
Oh no.
But in his own personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions, the LGBTQ
Oh,
message,
oh yeah. The DEI?
the DEI, it just yes, but the gender equality message he's
Okay.
saying, Black Lives Matter message, uh, justice. He's talking about movies and material and entertainment around justice, where young people are getting justice for their that aligns, he says, with their own personal belief systems, right? So it's not about old justice,
Okay.
it's about young justice. And
Right.
with each and every generation, you know, ideals change.
Okay. Um, why on earth did you think that you making a fool of yourself? Ooh, somebody doesn't like this, and using your fame as an actor to influence the political situation. Why did you think it was a good idea to get out
Oh,
there, and go on your little rant or big rant?
why did you? So
And
let's
do
ask
you
him, why
regret
did you
that?
get involved? Why did you get involved in
Yeah,
politics?
yeah.
Because it's a political business. Entertainment is political.
Okay. Uh, what do you think now after that? After you, because you got a lot of criticism for it.
What do you think? Do you think you damaged yourself for speaking out against Trump? Yes, he did. And he had a real meeting with his PR team, his PR
Yeah.
advisors. But he's at this age, and I'm picking this up very strongly. He's at this age, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I
To a
mean?
certain
He's
point, yeah,
he's
you don't give a flying rat's ass. I'm there. I'm with you, Bobby. I'm with you. But I think it's strange for me as kind of a businesswoman, although a bad one, that certain celebrities will actually just alienate half of their audience by getting into political opinion. Like a lot of them don't do that. They don't. They stay out of it, and so they don't alienate anyone.
So let's ask him. That's a good question. Do you believe that you alienated half of your fan base, your
One of them was
audience?
this question asker. Right?
Yeah, he does believe that. And he's learned a hard lesson
Will you ever stop?
financially.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sure you're plenty rich. Will you ever stop pushing your annoying? Oh, somebody doesn't like you, Bobby. Will you ever stop pushing your annoying political agenda on us? It's turned me and so many people off from you, and we no longer want to watch your movies because of it. That's true. Anytime I see a movie of yours on Netflix, I go, I know it's going to be good, but I can't. I just can't. Uh,
Um,
yeah.
do you believe that the viewership is down? It is down because of this. So he's not allowed.
Uh-oh. Rein Bobby in.
Right? He's not allowed. Are you allowed? No, they told him off. So it's not a matter of he's going to refrain himself from making comments. It's about staying away from the opportunity to make comments
Yeah.
and be in that sphere. So, of course, if you want to book him for an interview, you have to go through his PR team, and they are saying no because he's losing the ability to filter and appease. And he lost that quite a while ago, particularly after the age of 75. I'm saying, well, is there something wrong going on here?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
there's a medical diagnosis.
Yeah.
And I'm grouping his PR team and also Erik,
Oh,
and
good.
I'm getting, is there a medical diagnosis? No, he's just a crazy old He's
Good.
beyond he's just he's just an old man who's, bloody minded
Grumpy.
and says what he
Grumpy.
wants.
Well, it seems like old people either become nicer or grumpier. I don't know what it is. All right, this must be the same person. You are a great actor. Why don't you just stick to that? Why do politics make you appear crazy? Is your ego out of check? I'm sorry,
Oh,
Bobby. I apologize for this.
well, this is what the audience are asking, so we
Yeah.
just ask what they want to know. Is your why did you do this? Like why do you think that your opinion actually matters to the wider audience? Because I'm a superstar, he says. Okay, so but why? Why does your opinion of what political opinion, why does that matter? Because I want to ensure the survival of Hollywood. I want to leave a legacy, and I want to make sure it really survives. Now, so let's group Hollywood. Okay, so I'm asking Hollywood,
Good.
is
Yeah.
your survival threatened? Yes, it is. It's changing at the rate of knots, it's telling me, to the point where it could absolutely diminish um, all that is Hollywood, jobs, fame, fortune, financial, and they're very scared that it's going to be taken over by AI. I'm getting that so
Oh, wow.
strongly.
Ugh.
So
Well, what
let's
does
ask.
Trump have to do with that? Has Trump enacted any policy or is uh, suggesting any policies that could help the demise of Hollywood? Which I don't
So
want it
let's
to
ask.
happen either.
That's a good question. So what does Trump have to do with that? Because his opinion, according to De Niro, his opinion is causing lack of investment in Hollywood, people turning away from Hollywood, and people not spending money, refusing, sort of boycotting Hollywood in a lot of ways, right? Because of Trump's opinion. So, because he talks about, and this is from De Niro's personal thoughts,
Right.
feelings, and opinions, he's saying because he talks about the anti woke agenda, right? That
Right.
is damaging investment coming into Hollywood.
Oh, I see. Right. So Trump being relatively anti-woke is what's a problem.
So Trump being relatively anti woke, yes, it's destroying Hollywood. It's
I think
destroying
the
the
woke
entertainment
the
industry.
woke thing has gone overboard, and I think we're seeing it on its last gasp, so on its deathbed, basically, with what happened to Budweiser and what is it, Target and all these things. They've lost so much revenue by going way too woke,
Well, Disney.
and Disney too. So why do you still want to push the woke agenda when it looks like it's the pendulum is swinging to the other side?
Okay, good question. Why do you want to push the woke agenda when it looks like the pendulum is swinging the other way? Because that's what makes money.
Okay, well, I think the agenda should be everybody just be nice to each other. Let everybody be who they are.
Right.
Have you ever attacked any other president? Let me tell you, if you did the same thing that you did to Trump in that rant, if you did that to Biden, I would be just as appalled, and I would just have stopped watching your movies because of that. I think it's just unkind, and I'm pro kindness. So, have you ever attacked another president?
Have you ever attacked another president? No, this was really the first time.
There's so many who do this. Madonna, the other, I can't remember the comedian with the beheaded thing of Trump. They're just so over the top angry. Is this, can we get the anti-Trumpers, the never Trumpers collective and ask a question?
Yes, of course.
And we could do
So
the same with
let's.
the pro-Trumpers because, some of them are, on the other side, on the other extreme. Are you guys influenced by the Enlil Anunnakis?
Are you guys influenced by the? No,
Okay. Are you part of the deep state?
this is the anti-Trump.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you part of the deep state? No.
Okay. The pro-Trumpers, the ones that are really overboard. I mean, very like. Um, are you influenced by anything? Anything dark or anything light, for that matter? Anything?
Dark forces. No, I'm not getting that. I mean,
Why
both
are you so
sides are
overboard?
heavily.
What makes
Sorry.
what makes you so over heels over head over heels for Trump?
What
More than I've
makes
seen with any other president.
so head over heels for Trump? We're taking our country back, is the answer that I got. Now, what I do pick up on though is both sides are extremely easily influenced by propaganda.
Yeah.
No matter how right or wrong or factual or your disinformation, misinformation, the propaganda is, it doesn't matter. These people are heavily, and I'm talking like extreme left, extreme right, right?
Yeah, right.
These people are heavily persuaded and easily influenced by propaganda.
Extremes are never a good thing, people. Really, it just middle of the road, kindness. Just be nice. Anyway, I'll keep pushing that one. So, do you believe Biden to be of sound mind and doing a good job?
Do you
I
believe
mean, this is an old question from before, I guess.
to be of sound mind? No, he's too far gone. Do you think he's doing a good job? He's doing an excellent job. Again, his focus is Hollywood,
Yeah, of
right?
course. Yeah. What about
Outside
you?
of that, it doesn't really matter. But it allows, he's saying to me, it allows Hollywood to just get on and be business as usual. And there's also some protective measures in place to protect the workers, the actors, the writers of Hollywood. He's very pro union. He's very pro labor unions and protecting all of the creators and all of the people
Yeah,
that work within Hollywood,
right.
prop design, artistic design, makeup, clothes, hair, all of those people. So he's very firmly attached and we can understand why.
Well, I do. Yes, of course.
Of course we want those people to have jobs. Like I'm saying to him now, of course we want those people to have jobs.
Yeah.
And that is what he feels most passionate about.
Yeah. All right. Well, what about, do you think any of the policies, of course, they may help Hollywood, but do any of his policies hurt the nation, like his open borders and stuff?
Do you believe that Biden's
Or yeah, it's not any good. It's not good, but I don't care. Is it that kind of deal?
do you believe that Biden's policies hurt the nation?
Anyway,
He's very pro Biden, very pro
okay.
left Democrat policy. And don't forget where he's coming from
Yeah.
because this is coming through very strongly from him. I don't see any of that. When you were speaking about open borders,
Yeah.
I don't see any of that, right? And his lifestyle, you can understand that. He's not exposed to things that regular people who
That's
are
right.
out there trying to make a living are exposed to.
Yeah.
He lives
He doesn't
behind
care about
gated communities.
inflation. That makes sense. He's wealthy. He's protected from the high cost of everything now, and he probably has his own security, so he doesn't care about the increased crime and things like that. So that's very selfish of you.
We
But
can
is it
see
selfish?
where
What about
well,
little
let's
people
ask
like
him.
me?
Do you believe that that sort of opinion that you have is quite a selfish or self-serving opinion that, you're very far removed from the day-to-day goings on that most people have to endure,
Yeah, it's
I'm
little
not
people,
saying
man.
one way or the other. Do you believe that's selfish? He goes, no, I worked hard for everything that I have.
Yeah, you did. I can see what you mean. Wow, what a great answer. Not that I agree with it, but it was totally on point. Let's see. It was such a personal attack as opposed to a well-informed criticism of Trump's policies. Were you put up to it? Are you getting paid from the Democrats to talk bad about Trump?
Ooh, were you getting paid by the Democrats to talk bad about Trump? No.
Okay. I think we already answered this, but how has Trump or Trump's policies personally damaged your livelihood or acting career? Not Hollywood, but yours personally.
How? Okay. How has Trump's policies personally directly damaged your finances or your lifestyle? He's destroying Hollywood. This
That's
guy,
good.
he's really concerned about clinging on to this fame. Like I can feel it within an ego level,
Yeah,
right? And that's understandable.
of course.
You know,
Because he has worked
I
hard.
understand, right? Have you ever seen somebody with a big ego like age, whether they're in Hollywood or not
Yeah,
even well known? It doesn't matter. If they just have a big ego and they're hit with the aging time bomb,
yeah,
right? they usually go down in flames. It's not pretty. They don't age gracefully. And I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about personality,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about resentment and anger and bitter. It's almost like this thing that he was doing, it's really exposing, and what I'm connecting with on an energetic level, this internal war within his own demise,
Mm.
within himself, of his own demise and his ego. It's like he's really trying to cling on to who he is
You don't want to age
instead of,
out. You don't want to age out of the business like models do and things like that. Leading men.
but he's done very well because his age, he's adapted his roles to suit his age,
Well,
right?
plus, you look good for your age.
You
You
look
really
good for
do.
the age. He goes, I know that.
Yeah. What was your childhood like and your parents?
What
I want
was
to
your
know.
childhood like? He says it was charming. He was just a regular person. He was always creative. He was usually writing things. I feel like he's very talented in writing scripts and writing plays. He was always into literature and writing and entertainment. So he was definitely geared towards this, even as a child. Were your family supportive? Yes, he says they were very supportive.
Do you agree Hollywood is self-destructing right now?
Ooh, do you agree that Hollywood is self-destructing? He does. He does. And it doesn't need, wow, he's shouting at me. And it doesn't need any outside influence from
Oh,
anybody
wow.
else.
Okay. Is someone forcing you or blackmailing you to go against Trump? I think we covered that, right?
Someone
Well,
forcing
we're
you to
just
go against Trump? No. Is someone blackmailing you? No.
okay. Are all actors, musicians, politicians, and influencers targeted after they reach a certain amount of following? And do they use large amounts of money to get them to sign their lives and power away to the establishment? I don't quite understand that, but maybe
So, do you believe in your own personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions that, you get to a certain level on the financial scale and you are then sort of targeted by the establishment? No, no. He says, I make the choice.
yeah.
Him personally, I make the choice of whether I want to align myself and who I want to align myself with. That's up to me.
Okay. Were you involved with Epstein and therefore afraid you will be exposed in the list if Trump becomes president? First of
Ooh,
all, were you involved in that whole Epstein thing?
were you involved with Epstein? No.
Okay. How would you describe your relationship with Martin Scorsese?
How would you describe your relationship with, I'm sorry, Martin
Scorsese,
Scorsese?
a
How
fellow
would you
Italian background.
describe, how would you describe your uh with relationship with Martin Scorsese? Uh, he says it's kind of so-so.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but they make a good team.
Okay.
Okay. Very difficult person. Like you've got two
Oh, big
very
egos.
big
Ooh,
personalities in the room, right?
you need to get a bigger room. All right. Could you please ask Robert what his relationship with Peter Nygaard was all about? I don't even know who that is. I'm so out of touch, people, really.
Yeah, me too. Peter Nygaard.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your relationship with Peter Nygaard all about? What was that about? Now, I don't feel he likes Peter Nygaard.
Okay.
And I'm saying
Good.
why? What is this all about? What is this relationship? I mean, ultimately it was a working relationship. They have a lot of good ideas. Um, but he's very suspicious of this person. And I'm saying why? Why are you so well, I think he's betrayed him and done him wrong.
Really? So he is a Finnish Canadian businessman and former fashion executive in Canada. Uh, 83 years old. So I don't know what that has to do with. Oh, was formerly charged with sex trafficking and racketeering. So I think I did.
Oh,
Oh yeah, are you a member of the same club P. Diddy belongs to? I don't know what that if it's an actual club or lifestyle they're talking about.
are you a member of the same club that P. Diddy belongs to? No. And you know what I'm getting very strongly is he just likes to be at home.
Yeah.
I don't feel he likes to leave his home much. He is quite a family man,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
Um,
Yeah, I don't see him getting into any shady sexual stuff to me. I never have felt that about him.
well, let's ask him. Did you ever get involved in any shady sexual stuff? No. He says, I try to keep my nose clean. But what about the fact that you've had all these wives and well, he's a cheater. He's a cheater, but when you say you're a cheater, what do you mean by that? But I mean, you're very choosy with who you cheat on, or were you involved in like, hiring prostitutes and things like that? No, I don't feel he was involved in hiring prostitutes.
Probably didn't need
I
to.
think he just likes women.
Okay. Uh, how does it feel to be filled with so much hatred? Why does he, and this is another one that's along the same lines, why does he look so full of hate? Is he acting or is that his actual self?
Ooh, when you were commenting or you were giving interviews or about Trump, why did you look so enraged? Was that acting? No, that really was him.
What does it feel like to be so full of hate?
What does it feel
Invigorating or,
like?
or exhausting or what?
When you were feeling enraged at that moment, what did that feel like to you? It felt like a release. It
Okay.
felt like a release of a lot of pent up emotions. He does have some anger issues. I'm saying, do you have, because he just said that I have anger issues, but when you say you have anger issues, what do you mean by that? Sometimes he does have like flash anger, explosive moments, particularly, is this more now that you're getting older? Yes, he's noticing it more. And I think he's in some sort of hormonal decline because even when I ask him, like, why, he doesn't actually know.
Are you on testosterone supplements?
Oh, are you on testosterone supplements? No, he tries to go as natural as possible.
Okay.
I feel that so strongly. He doesn't like anything going into his body. Are you on medication? Yeah, I feel like he's on one medication, but I think it's very minor. I
Yeah.
was asking that because, we had a conversation before you hit the record button about polypharmacy.
I
And
know.
I thought, well, maybe the medication is making him enraged or have mood swings, but no, he likes to eat clean and live cleanly. Do you drink a lot of alcohol? No, I'm not getting that he drinks a lot of alcohol. He lives very clean. Do you exercise? Yes, he tries to. He does try.
Good. Um, like how did you feel about I'm almost I'm gonna ask Eric something first. Eric, with him, De Niro being so filled with hatred, what cost will that be to him physically, mentally, spiritually, etc., in the long run?
Ooh, in the long run,
Or is
Eric.
he able to release instead of trapping it inside? You know,
No, this is so Eric is saying this is a battle between him and his ego.
yeah. What will happen to
This
him? Will that
this is
lifespan or have no effect, or what damage can this do in any way?
what damage can this do in any way? It's going to create a very depressive episode. When he finally realizes he has to let go and detach from that ego, and this is kind of the end for him. This is, this is the final curtain, right? For
Yeah.
him.
Oh,
And when he realizes he has to detach and he's no longer relevant anymore, Erik is saying that's going to be a really depressive downfall. It's going to be difficult to be around him. He's going to sink into depression.
oh.
and it's going to be hard to get him out.
Well, I really feel sorry about that. So, what did you think about the assassination attempt on Trump?
What did you think about the assassination attempt on Trump? Good riddance.
Or you didn't have any, oh, poor guy, he's a human being, nothing like that? You were mad probably that he wasn't killed? Is that it? Do you hope
Was
he
it,
dies? He gets killed.
did you ever feel sorry that it was trying to take a human life? No, I'm sorry that they didn't do the job properly.
Oh, God. Do you feel like somebody was behind it all beside Matthew Cooks?
Do you
In
think
your
that there was
opinion.
somebody behind it all apart from that kid, Matthew? No, it was a deranged kid.
Okay. What do you think about Kamala or Kamala? I don't know how to
What do
pronounce
you
it.
think about
You think she'd make a good
Kamala?
president?
Do you think she'll make a good president? Yes, because she'll save Hollywood and she's pro California.
Okay, yeah. All right. Do you think she did a good job in California with Prop 57, Prop 47? I can't remember.
Do you think she
Did
did a
she
good
leave it
job?
in better shape than before?
Do you think that she
Not
did
Hollywood. I'm talking about California.
a good job in California? She did an excellent job, he said. And I'm saying why? Because Hollywood survived. He is really just hyper
Wow.
focused on the
Yeah.
survival of Hollywood. Now that intrigues me because maybe it's a lot worse than we know on the outside
Maybe.
of what they're going through on the inside.
Yeah. Well, can't you be a champion for the survival of Hollywood, but still care about the shape of the rest of the country and the rest of California? Can't you do both?
Can't you be a champion for the survivor of Hollywood? I could do. But do you think that your message is promoting Hollywood? No. And he realizes that now. Do you regret? Oh, he does regret it. He does. He had a lot of big wigs, he's saying,
Yeah.
call him up and really tell him off about turning people against Hollywood because he is a representative of
Yeah.
Hollywood, right?
That's right. All right. So, Eric, do you have anything to say about the inner workings of Hollywood or the inner workings of De Niro before we close?
Do you have anything to say about the inner workings of Hollywood? It's self-destructing, it's imploding.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of content out there and great movies and stuff. I don't understand. Are you talking about movie theater movies? Is that what we're talking about here? And
We're
being destroyed
talking
by the
about
streamers?
movie theater movies. No, this is about, again, Eric is
Yeah.
saying, and I'm not really too techy, but he's saying AI, like voiceovers,
Mm.
using voices, using animation,
I got you.
using AI to write the content, using AI to come up with the artistic creations, the props, he's telling me. And I think Eric's right here because he's saying all you have to do, mom, is type in, what prop would look good if this is the scene, and AI is going to give you an answer.
Wow.
And or what prop is most appealing, or what is most trending right now that is, appealing to the eye.
Well, I don't like
And or
that.
and so that's where it's going to diminish
Yeah.
this individual creativity.
I
Now
don't like
that
that.
makes sense, doesn't it? When you
Yeah.
see all this picture that De Niro has painted for us today,
Yeah.
I mean, I think his delivery was, not done constructively, but now we see the full picture of why he was so enraged.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it makes perfect sense now if everybody's on tenterhooks inside of Hollywood that their jobs may be diminished. And again, Eric is saying, and it also ruins investment. You don't need investment into projects such as this anymore, not certainly like how it was. So, therefore, all of the people that you employed previously, he says, will
Fired.
no longer have jobs.
See, that's not good. So let's tap into Trump, or maybe Eric, you can answer this for me. Are you pro AI, Trump? Do you want AI
Oh,
to take over Hollywood?
Let's
Or,
ask Trump.
or do you
I
want it to
love
be
probing.
limited?
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you
Oh,
there.
no,
What
no,
was the
that's okay. It must be entertaining to mind probe him.
Yeah, it's so funny because the way he talks to, when he has a microphone is the way he talks to me. It's just cracks me up. Like, excuse me, our numbers are so big, so big. We've never seen numbers like he does the
Oh my
same
God,
thing.
it's so hilarious. Hilarious.
That he does the same thing. Uh, okay, so when I probe Trump, do you support AI? He supports it as a business model. Why? Because it reduces costs. You see, he's a businessman through and through. He
Oh,
runs businesses.
do you
If
want
he can
Hollywood?
reduce costs,
Yeah, do you want Hollywood to be destroyed by AI, Trump?
how do you feel
I
about
mean, these are
Hollywood?
jobs,
Oh my God.
livelihoods.
He just grouped Hollywood together and he's like, it's like a city of vermin. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So do you not want jobs to survive? He goes, I don't care about that. Their
Wow.
message is clear and their message is wrong. And he's
Oh,
telling me Trump's own personal thoughts, feelings, and
yeah,
opinions
right.
here. He's telling me that it is just destroying the minds and the youth of, American
Well, I think
people.
some of the films, some of the content is Trump, but not all of it. Some of
Some of
it,
the
like I just saw, what is it called? Revealing Victoria or Finding Victoria. There's a beautiful movie with a wonderful message. So a lot of content has wonderful messages, Trump,
So a lot of content has
right?
wonderful messages.
It's a beautiful,
He says, but it's always what sells.
yeah. But
And they
when it comes,
sell,
yeah,
here he goes, and he's got his like finger in the air. He puts his one finger and he's telling me, and it sells, and that's all they're concerned about is what sells.
yeah.
They don't care if they destroy or pollute the minds of young people and distort the minds of young people. It's all about sales.
Yeah,
So
the
that's what he said.
pedophilia, the sexual stuff, that Weinstein and all that stuff. There is a dark side to Hollywood for sure, but to me, I don't think it's all dark. I really don't. Would you agree with me?
Would you agree that it's all dark?
No dark.
No, he
No,
doesn't agree that it's all dark, but
well, I
the
don't either.
problem is the amount of influence they have.
Yeah,
And he's really saying the impressionable young people is what he says. It's not, it's almost as if they're providing a guideline
yeah,
as to how people should think and feel. And he says, according to him, it's so distorted. And he says, young people fall for this, all the time. They're just so impressionable and they believe that this message is right and this message is wrong, and he's saying in his own personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions that they've moved away from the core values and ethics of honesty and relationships and raising your children and good homes. He says it's all distorted now,
yeah.
and he wants to stamp
A
that
lot of it.
out.
Yeah, a lot of it is. I disagree. I think that there is content that can influence children and young people in a positive direction. Video games are a problem too, the violent video games, but yeah, we got to be very careful what we expose kids to. Very careful. And Hollywood
Absolutely.
should be accountable and take more responsibility for what it puts out there. But again, you're right, it's a business model and they want to make money, whatever sells.
Yes, and that's all they're concerned about. They're
Yeah,
not concerned about, he's saying in his own personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions about the poison that they're feeding. It's all about what can we make money out of?
yeah. Okay, anything else you want to add, Robert De Niro or Eric or Liz? Anything you want?
Anything else we want to add here? I've got a whole panel here. Anything else we want to add? Of
Uh-oh.
course, Trump is
Trump,
holding his
yeah.
hand in the air. But anyway, so No, just to understand that mind probes are their personal thoughts, feelings, and opinions. Every time I do
Not ours.
political content, everybody is like enraged in the comments. Oh my God, she's a Democrat. Oh my God, she's a Republican. Oh my God, she's a Tory. Oh my God, she's a Labor supporter. She's
Oh
this, she's
God.
that, she's this, she's that. But I just, you know
I don't read
what?
the comments, so y'all do whatever you want. I will too.
Well, I have a lot of content, political content on my own channel. And if those of you want to check out my channel, it's Psychic Liz Cross on YouTube. But, I do a lot of political stuff. But what I like is the information that we get. So I
Yeah,
really am just fishing for information. Obviously, today we now have a lot more answers as to why everybody thinks and feels the way that they do, and it puts it into a
it
perspective that
does.
we can understand. And so, whether I just worry about what goes on within my four walls, that's enough. That's a
Yeah.
that's a whole country in itself, just trying to manage my family. I
I
don't
know,
need to
me
worry
too.
about what goes on outside, but I
I
do
know.
like learning and I do like information. So I think we learned a lot.
Yeah,
And
we
thank you.
understand where the feelings are coming from on all of these sides that we've probed. All right. Well, thank you, Liz. Thank you, Eric, and thank
Thank
you,
you.
De Niro, Mr. De
Yes,
Niro.
excellent. Thank you so much. And Erik is sending you all loads of love and blessings and wishes and good things.
Y'all hit the like button and subscribe, please. Bye.
Bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.